Jumbo. Don't get these very often. It's a big beastie. Big chimey jumbo. These aren't cheap. This is a Takamine GJ72CE NAT, natural. So what I like about this is not only do you get a really superb solid spruce top, but also beautifully flamed maple back and sides. I wish more guitar makers did this. I really like a nice maple back and sides, and apart from that, it's fairly standard with the white edging and the double purfled edges here. See, we've got purfling down there and then on top up here. Standard pick guard, rosewood fretboard and bridge, and it has a 12th fret. They call this an upside down mountain. Not sure why. Probably a better way to phrase that. And that's the only markings you have on the top of the fretboard, but you do have side dots, which are what you need more than anything else. Really nice gold plated, not gold plated, but gold enamel tuners with the pearloid buttons. There's the rosewood faced headstock. Yeah, rosewood faced. Again, not matching anything else on the guitar, but I suppose it's better than just having a black headstock. Bone nut and saddle. Here are the electronics on this. This is not one that you see too often. This is Takamine's own TK40D. Very, very big panel that's high up on the guitar, which is nice. It's not here. It's up here. And you've got the battery component in there with it. And then slide faders and all kinds of options on tuning and tone kind of thing. But I like the fact that it's over here. It's a little big, but it doesn't get in the way of your playing. Yeah, really nice guitar. These came with really superb action, really low action, so it's really easy to play. Did have to do a little end trimming, and that's just to illustrate that not only guitars that cost $100 with very little QC from unknown brands require fret end trim. Sometimes these go for about $800 new. Sometimes these require some beveling because they go through various time zones, and the wood shrinks but the metal does not. I saw a very experienced reviewer yesterday reviewing a ukulele and complaining about fret protrusion, and then blaming the manufacturer and the factory, saying it should have not left in that condition. Well, he should know better. It may have not left in that condition, but the dynamics of physics and physical properties caused that to happen as it went through various time zones. So that's something that you should be aware of. You may have to do some fret end beveling even with a bound neck. Not very much, but I did have to do a little bit. Another nice thing about this is the split saddle. Can you see that here? Supposedly this split saddle gives you a bit more accurate compensation rather than the compensated saddles, because they can move the strings more precisely with the two sort of parallel angled saddles, rather than trying to mold a single saddle to hit all those compensation points. So that's an interesting factor. You probably can't see it in this light, but it is a tortoiseshell style pickguard with abalone rosette, a very handsome guitar, this big beastie, and it is big. I haven't played a jumbo in a while. I'm long-armed, long-limbed, so jumbos are just fine with me. But I could imagine this guitar is not for everyone. It's got big bottom on this thing, big bottom bout, and some people are going to struggle to get around it, particularly if you're shorter statured or have short arms, small hands, that kind of thing. This is more for bigger statured people, I would imagine. Although people will surprise you. I've seen some small people pick up a jumbo and do just fine, so you never know. You don't like to make assumptions and appear to be stereotyping people, so I try not to do that. I used to say, you know, these are probably not the best choice for women players, but I don't say that anymore, because it's, again, you're supposing that an entire genre gender fits into a single size, which is probably not the right thing to do anymore. I mean, I've had women buy guitars from me that are taller than me, so this would be just fine. So we don't use women's guitar anymore in the industry, or at least most manufacturers don't. But it is probably for a taller, a longer limbed person, these jumbos. And certain types of players tend to like these. I know these are very popular with country players, country blues players. Singer-songwriters sometimes use jumbos. This one has a really nice chimey sound to it. It doesn't really have a lot of bass, so it'd be really good for chording. But a really super guitar. I really like the way they did the neck profile there. It's very narrow with the heel cap and then the back seam going through the flamed maple. Super guitars. Takamine again, top quality. They've been around for a long time. Japanese company, although they make guitars in various countries. And they run the gamut from their entry-level Jasmines all the way up to their higher-end stuff. And I haven't got into the 2,000 plus Takamines, but there are plenty of them, and they're very respected in the upper realms of the guitar world. Chiefly acoustic guitars and acoustic electric guitars and classical guitars. They don't really dabble too much in the electric guitar world, but a staple in the mid to upper mid range guitars. You can get really nice Takamines, especially the G series and up, starting in the 250s, the 300 range, all the way up to 1,000, and normally you're getting good quality. So there you go. This is the GJ72CE NAT, which means it has electronics and it is a natural finish rather than a sunburst or anything like that. And the reason why I'm keen to get this review done is I listed this, I think, a day ago, and it is already sold. I'm just waiting for the payment, so it is going out. I wanted to make sure that I covered it since I haven't had a jumbo in a long time. So you jumbo fans, if you're looking for something, let's say under 700 in the 5 to 6 realm, look for one of these, maybe a slightly used one. I think you'll be pleased with the quality and a minimal setup. You can make a very nice jumbo guitar. Electronics are fantastic as well. Alright folks, see you on the next one.